people.
Finally out after 3 weeks.
Been a while, mate. Been a while.
Been a while. We are going down around. We're going around a really big corner at the moment, so I'm holding on for dear life.
Yes, we're done.
There we go. Whew. We are heading off to Cog Corner today. We're going to go give it a little bash down there. It's something we haven't. It's a place we haven't fished as a group, and being September, you never know. Anything could happen down there. There's still a chance of a conger. I've seen all kinds coming out of there, so we're just going to go down, give it a bash, test the waters down there.
Do you reckon there's a chance of a cod?
There might be a slim chance, you never know.
Oh, it'd be nice, mate. It'd be nice early on in the year, mate. Nice little cod going off the bat.
Nice early cod would be nice.
I'm looking for a nail myself, mate.
Yeah.
Still, we went out last week, went over to the channel with a couple of the other lads, Si, down to Hush. Then we went over to Woodside. Not far from Cog Corner, to be honest with you, isn't it, really?
It's not.
Again, Si, Conger, me, nothing. So 2 venues, 1 day, and a blank on both. So I want to not get the third blank in a row. That's the way I'm saying it, mate. 3 blanks.
Well, there'll be an award waiting for you in my seat box if you do.
Don't even go there, mate. Don't even go there. You've had more blanks than me than that in a row.
Hey, we'll talk about this little award I've got in my seat box in a bit. But anyway, yeah, we're going to head down to Cog Corner. Nice chill tide as well. It's just shy of a 24 foot, so the pull shouldn't be too bad. So we'll head down there. We'll see you when we get there.
Take care, see you soon.
So here we are at Cog Corner. We've got Si, Mr. Smooth over there, getting set up. Chris is just behind the camera there. He's getting himself set up. I'm here. I got 1 rod nearly out. Just got to put my rig on it and my bait, and we'll be out. The water is looking fabulous. You never know what can come out here at the moment. Last season we had Huss, Rays, the smooth hounds are here. You know, might be an early cod, you just don't know. So we're going to give it a blast, give it a whirl, and have a nice afternoon because the weather's quite nice too. So for my first bait, I've got myself a nice bit of squid. You can see that. I've got some nice black, nothing too big. Just gonna bang it on here like so. Get myself my elastic. Remember, always put it back in your bait box or in your pocket. Try not to lose it. And then it just giving it a wrap. Right, it's time to get this bad boy on the rod, on the hook, sorry. Right, they've got no grip.
Right, we're down at Woodside. It's known for being a little bit snaggy. You're going to lose some gear down here. So I'm opting to go with some rotten bottoms. If your lead gets snagged up, you've got a weak link, pull it, you just lose your lead, you don't lose your whole shock leader with your trace and your snoods and your rig. That's the idea behind them anyway. Basically, it's just a little clip. And you see them. Just a little rotten bottom clip. You'd attach it to where you usually put your normal lead clip. See, just at the end, just a basic running rig, and it's there. And the idea of them is, you get your lead, you tie a little bit of weaker line than your main line or your shock leader or your snoods. It's got to be weaker than them because it's going to be the weakest link. The idea is, your lead sits on the clip there, the little bit of line tied off the eye of the lead to the eye of the swivel. When the lead hits the seabed, it comes off the link and it's kept onto your rig by that weak link of line. So if your lead snags up, the weak link of line snaps and you get your rig back with the fish on, leaving your lead on the seabed instead of leaving the lot on the seabed. So I'll rig it up and I'll come back and I'll show you it rigged up. Right, so we're back with the presented rig. There's your rig, there's your lead on your little clip for you to cast out. You see the loop of line. One end of it's tied to the lead, the other end of it's tied to the swivel up here. And the lead hits the water, comes off the clip, and it's held to your rig by that weak link of line. So if it gets snagged up, the weak link of line snaps, you get everything back. So that's it off the rig. Here's the lead, here's the clip, and to clip it back up, you just put your clip back in the eye of your hook, your lead, and it's ready for casting again. Hits the bottom, comes off, you're left with your weak link of line. That is a rotten bottom.
Right, so we have the first Shack Bait and Tackle Award of 2001. This award is for the biggest fish of this session, made by yours truly. Can't beat that. That's a prize, that, mate. Look at that. So let's see how we get on. I shall leave it here for the winner. That size just had a massive knock. He's got a fish on.
Eel. Eel. Oh, it's just come off! I've had the conger anyway.
It's a silver though.
10 seconds later.
Yes! Yes, you slippery little bastard.
The caretaker has turned up. Let's see what gear he's on and what rigs he's on.
I'll show you what I've done. So, £50 onto £80, a big 6.0 on the end. Big 6.0 on the end.
So look at that, so I put a circle.
And a 3.0 panel.
Oh, you're going big there, mate. Love it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I've got half a bluey on it.
Yeah.
Half a bluey on it. And on this one it's just a pulley panel with a blow lock. They were dug about 3 hours ago.
Look at them. Some nice babies there. Look at them.
Nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Lovely. Brilliant. Right, tight lines, mate.
Same to you, buddy.
Don't forget, we have the trophy. It's all to play for.
What trophy?
You have to come down and see it.
Come on, I'll come down in a minute.
I made it myself. So Si has had a drop off, unfortunately. Nice little strap it was. He's gone all guns blazing with 3 rods there. Chris has got 3 as well. He's just had a nice strap a conger on this little one that he's just dropped down the edge there.
Okay. I want a bit of black and a bit of mackerel tip on a 2-up boom.
Size on something. Yes, mate. Okay, nice.
Nice, nice. Little squid, yeah?
Yeah.
Good man, good
Squid
man.
and black, actually.
Foul hooked, but little strap all the same.
Yes, the little Richard.
Finally got there. Let's get him back in. I managed to get a small strap out then, finally. Woohoo! It's been a bit of a nemesis for me. Keep dropping them. They keep spitting the hook. Or that one bit through the line, that last one before, just as it got to the surface. So glad to get one in. Got it on the board. There's plenty of rods out tonight with the MMC. You know, Mike down there. And you've got Si. Si's on 3 rods. Mike's on 2. I'm on 2. I've got a long and a short. And you've got Chris with 3 as well. He's got 1 going over to the far corner. He's got 1 just straight down the bottom there, and he's got one out over there. So just a bit of fun. And now I think Chris is having a little bit of a Whitney moment. Yeah, he's having a bit of Whitney. Well, let's hope Whitney brings us a bit more luck, because we need a few more fish. Would be nice. But yeah, it's been fun tonight so far. I really enjoyed it. After the 3-week hiatus, it's been really nice just to be out with the lads and fishing. Minutes before high, and with all kinds of drama, his line snapped.
I don't know what happened there.
And then we had to handball his eel in. Well, Chris did.
Watch yourself on that line there, Chris, well there.
Yeah.
And there's line everywhere. So a bit of drama there. I'll keep an eye on your rods, Chris, okay? Well, you sort that.
Why did that do that? So I put out a whole mackerel. Apart from the head.
and it's come back like a cartoon. That's what you get in a cartoon, eh?
It's just the backbone, isn't it?
Yeah. We are well into the hour. Well, we're into the hour after high tide. It's gone extremely dead. Nothing really happening. I've chucked out big bait on both, give it a good whack. Gonna see what comes of that. If nothing happens in the next half hour, probably gonna call it a day. Well, it's been an absolutely brilliant session so far. Had a laugh, a few fish, a few eels, a few straps come out. So it's been fun. Really enjoyed myself. It's good to be back out in the water after a 3-week break. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for one last fish. What's going on, Si?
Just the spine came back.
Keep getting mackerel, full mackerel back. Well, full bluey. Well, we keep getting fish baits back with nothing except the bone, you know, like you see in a cartoon. So the crabs are out in force. So I think that's what's hindering progress at the moment. But you know, there's always the last bit of the tide. We'll see what happens. So yeah. Checking in a bit. Award, the Shack Bait and Tackle Award for biggest fish of the session. We've got to hand it over to Chris.
Hey! Go on!
Nice little strap, congratulations.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Nice to thank my mum and dad who sent me out here to celebrate this moment with me. Dad's most probably in the pub. I'd also like to thank the boys from the TMMC, the Mersey Motley Crew. My constant little Richie Donovan on our side here. Unfortunately, Danny and Richard Donovan couldn't be with us today. Never mind, eh, boys?
Let's see the trophy. Let's see the trophy, mate. Hold it up, come on.
There you go, lad.
Look at that.
Well
Biggest
done,
fish of the night. Well done, Chris.
Award
Well done, mate.
2021.
I just remember when you're at marks like this, there's a bin, and what we're doing is we always just check for all the stuff there, all the plastic, all the line, all the beads, hooks. We just give it a scan before we go, because it's nothing worse than getting a bad name for the sport you love by leaving crap lying around. So we just make sure that everything's where it should be. See, like little bits like tag ends like this, that can cause issues with birds. We found something. Even if you find, like this isn't ours, but say like you find, like this is someone's braid. If you find other people's bits lying around, just get them off. It's just good. It's good practice. You know, the bin's only there, innit? There you go. I get that in the bin. Right. There you go. So I think we are all clear, and we can go. Well done on your award, Chris.
Yes, thank you very much.
Well deserved.
Well, it was actually, mate. You know what I mean? It was the biggest fish after all.
And it was a very intense session with loads to do as well. Very busy. Cool.
You didn't have 5 minutes. You couldn't stop, could you? You couldn't stop, couldn't chill. It was just constant, mate. It was enjoyable, very enjoyable.
The banter was brilliant as well. I had some screams there.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Si managed to get 2 and drop 1. I got 1 and dropped 1. You got the biggest one.
Big fella. I did, certainly did. Just the one though, mate. Small. First
So
one.
that's up.
Yeah.
Got the trophy.
Off the list, mate.
Mike, good to see Mike. He doesn't get out very often, so it was nice to see him. He unfortunately didn't catch anything, but he will do next time, no doubt.
Yes, there's all bloody hell, mate. Everyone else didn't catch for 2 sessions and a quarter today, so saves the 3 in a row, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
There you
Broke
go.
that one. Now we're on to Sunday's session, aren't we?
Well, Sunday's session's a little bit different because we've got a match coming up. A few of us haven't fished a match before, so we're just going to give it a little practice go and see how we get on, and you know, just make sure we've got it clear in our heads what we need to do with the match.
Just don't want to turn up as amateurs and not know what we're doing.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, we're going to make another little video on Sunday. I'm not sure it'll be as long as this one, but we'll film what goes on in any catches we get. So until then, stay safe, tight lines.
Take care.